All right. It's been a minute since I made a video. Been pretty busy, so let's get back into the basics. So, accountability, right? This point, we already know how to look for setups, right? You should. You've been in the class long enough to understand how we trade, what we're trading, examples of good setups, et cetera, right? And if we're still having problems looking for setups, this this many what's been 2 years now, and some of y'all new, so I'm we give grace. But if you're still having a hard time looking for setups, maybe it's not the setups that are a problem. It's you. You have to look at yourself and examine yourself at this point. So what we have in front of us is a good setup. I'll go over it as many times as needed. So we have a decent setup. You know that right there is the break of the candle. We want a live candle to break the rejection candle, right? Where is it? Precisely, that is our entry. So we long it right there, right? Stop loss sometimes can be above below the zone, but we want to get to a point where we're putting it below the zone like that. Why? Because me personally, I don't want to be in a trade that has momentum to break the rejection candle and start pulling back and going deeper into retesting. Those, I'm okay with losing those. I'm okay with losing those. I need one that's going to break the candle, sit here for a second and start flying, right? And then plus it makes a better RR anyway. So in the long run and longevity, there's no way I want to take this. Look at that. Look at the risk to reward starts happening. So we want to get it as close as right there. You want to use the right proper lot size. So let's see this one. Look, I want this to be a 2. I like 1 or 2s. So, okay, I want to take it to right here. Now, this move can go all the way up here, but I'm not really concerned with the whole move. I want to get to a point where I'm risking. That's what I said. I'm gonna do this for the sake of the video. I'm trying to get 1 or 2s. It could go up there, or it possibly could come right here and reverse and go down. So I'm trying to go for what makes the most sense. I need a 1 or 2, right? So okay, I buy, put my stop loss in. What's that? About 128. I like nowadays with my prop firm account. I'm risking 1%, 556 on my futures. So that's 5. I want 1,000. So I'm gonna do a little bit above that. Maybe I'll hit it out. So you got the trade in. It's running. This is the best thing you can do for yourself is to set this trade and forget it. Don't look at it. Walk away. Log out of your trading account. Come back later on in the evening. Let's say it's 9 o'clock in the morning. We're taking the trade. And this is going to help your trading out very well. I'm telling you, put this trade in, know in your head that if all else fails, I lose negative $556 if all else fails. Okay. Log out of that mug on your phone or close down the computer and go about your day. We want to start putting trades in and trusting the process. Not trusting the process leads to what? Let me get this list real quick. I'm going to show you what not trusting the process leads to. Where is it at? So not trusting the process and sitting here and watching your emotions go up and down to on this trade is going to cause you to close out early. We don't want that. That messes up with longevity. It's going to cause you to stop loss get hit. Now you pressing the button to get back in the trade. Then what if the trade loses? Now you extra trading more than you need to, and your revenge trade and all that stuff. It cuts out the emotions for you to just set and forget. Now, and then when you close out of log out of the trading account and go on about your day or move away from the computer and go do something else, come back when the market is closed to see what your trade did. We put it in at 9 o'clock or 7 o'clock. Come back at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock p.m. See what happened. By then, the day is over. You could come back and be like, dang, I lost that. Closing out of this, you was going to lose $556, right? So you already know, accept that loss, okay? Because you could come back and then that's all you lost for the day. The reason why I'm going for 1 or 2s for now on these trades, and that's up to you to make yourself get 1 or 2s on it. I can't hold your hand on it. Make sure you're getting a 1 or 2 setup. Yeah, and that way, if we lose the trade, but then we win another one tomorrow, we're up 1% for the day. You see what I'm saying? We win 2 trades in a row, we up 4% for the day. This is not a hard thing to do. It can be difficult if you allow it to be difficult. You can do anything you want, but we got to start practicing this. This is accountability. Once you start practicing setting and forgetting, you're not gonna. You'll make trading emotionally free. Oh, the least that's gonna happen is I lose $556. Okay, cool. But if you win, you hit the trade. Oh, okay, I'm up 2%. Tomorrow if you lose, you'll be up 1%. But if you win, you'll be up 4%. We want that RR, which means risk to reward, to be in our favor, not the market's favor. So reducing these emotional trading is the best bet to do. Not sitting here staring at your phone or staring at this computer all day. We've been looking at trades for the last 4 or 5 years. You know what your problem is. You know what's in your psychology that you need to fix. Now it's time to start practicing it. The only way it's going to happen is to practice doing it. And hey, if you feel uncomfortable practicing it on your actual account or the trading account prop firm you got now, some of these prop firm accounts are still open. Funding Pips is still up. You just can't use MetaTrader. Get you a Funding Pips account, a 50K account. Those things are $36. You can make $36 in your sleep. Just jump in your car and turn on the app. You got $36. Practice it on a 5K prop firm account. Just practice risking $50 to make $100. 1 or 2. Risk 1% of the account. All else fails in 5 days of trading and looking for your setup. If you lose 5 trades at 2 to 1, you're just down 5% for the week. And it ain't working out for you. But at 40%, you could be profitable at 2 to 1. I'm gonna say it again. At 40% trading, you can be profitable with two RR. Now, I'm somewhere around 70 to 75% with 2 to 1s. There should be no reason why I'm still sitting on a truck. Regardless, I should be at home trading. So something in my psychology needs to be fixed. And this is where accountability comes in. I need to ditch the truck, build up my money, get my psychology together, ditch the truck so I can sit at home. So these trades can be not 556 and all this little stuff like that. We want to get to a point. Look what I'm doing. Check me out. I need to get to the point where I'm risking 5,000. Come on, let me see. About 5,000 for 10K. That's my goal. And I got to take it small steps at a time. I know I can manage something like that. I feel I can manage. There's nothing different but the lot sizes. If I get a big enough account where I can do that, I wouldn't even trade every day. I literally trade so if I'm doing 2 to 10s, a first trade, okay, I'm up 10,000, right? then shoot, I'll just go to Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I'll trade something like that. I'll start taking days off because 10K is just because you make money don't mean you got to go and buy a mansion, a Lamborghini. I'm gonna be living right in an apartment complex, chilling with the same car and everything. I don't need all that luxurious life and all that. It sounds nice, but at the end of the day, it's more expensive. I'm trying to make you trying to get. We want to get to a point where this trading can pay your bills plus more, plus some, and you keep your life at a minimum so your money can build over time, so you can make your life easier. So you don't really need the Lamborghini. Those you don't really need the big giant house. If you want it, that's cool. But step one, get to a point where we can trade and pay our bills with this. Now, I'm at the point where I can trade and pay a couple of bills a month. I've gotten that consistency, but it's not trading enough to get off that truck. It's not trading enough to do other things I want to do in my life. So I'm gonna have to step it up a notch myself. And this is where accountability is gonna come in. So let's check out and see what this trade do, because I have no idea if this trade gonna win or not. This is just my setup, because on the 15, there's gaps on the 15. There's no gaps on the 5, but I got it off of the 15. And this is a 1 or 2. Let's see what happened. Let's see what happened. The candle already broke. So let's see. And see, I left and walked out the room. I don't want to see none of this. I'll come back later and see what happened. So far, so good. It gave another setup right there. See what happened. Looking good. All right, TP smashed up 11,000 or whatever the case is. See, we don't want to see what the issue is, and I still got this issue. We put this trade in, and what you gonna do? How is your psychology gonna be right in this area after we got in at the break of the candle? You're gonna be sitting there like, man, that mother gonna hit my stop loss, and some of y'all gonna close out, or it's gonna go up. Ooh, I'm in profit. Ooh, it's going down to hit my stop loss. Close out. Ooh, I don't know if it's gonna hit my. All of this is an emotional roller coaster. So in order to avoid emotions, let every trader close out of his brokerage. Put that trade in, close out of your brokerage, go on about your day. Set and forget. So like, look on the 15. See on the 15, we had gaps. See, that mug might come all the way up there. I don't know. We had a gap from there. There was a gap. There was a gap. Fair market gap traders tried to trade this and got closed out. I don't trade fair market setups. And then there's another demand here on the info. I don't trade the fair market gap because this usually happens. I want to see the fair market gap, and I want it to return to a order block below the fair market gap. And then I want to take the tap and break in that area. And we don't need this whole big move. Like this would be nice if you put your stop loss right there. But look, it's a 2, almost more than a 2. But if you just do that and come out right here, you get you a 1 or 2 like that. Get out. You ain't got to take the whole move. Get you a small move like that. Yeah, you're going to get stopped out most of the time. But again, why would you want to be in a setup that's playing games and coming back down to the order block? I like the ones that tap it and go this way. You're going to win those. That's why, that's why I like it that way. For example, here's an order block right here. Tap, Let me go to M5. See, it was a supply right there. That's why I dropped. But then again, it tapped it. It tapped that order block on the 15. Here's the M5. There's the M5 right there. Well, actually, the M5 is the one down at the bottom to the wick. So it tapped it, right? Let's say you're trying to really go back up to the supply, which we, I mean, if you want to do that, that's cool. The break of the candle would have been right there. We could have put the stop below the last wick, a little bit below the last wick, and take it back to that high. And you see, it would have won. But who finna sit here and watch? Watching this go through this is the problem. This is the problem of causing the emotions for you to close out. You have to put this trade in and walk away and let the market do what the market gonna do to get this 3.7 RR. Can't be sitting here watching this. So this is something at 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm putting it in, and then I come back at like 5 or 6 p.m. to see what happens. That way we got one trade a day. That way we're avoiding emotional roller coasters while we're trading. That way we're avoiding over trading and all that. Just trading one trade a day. So that way you got 5 trades at the end of the week. If you get a big enough account, that one trade looking like that, we good. Obviously, we got to build ourselves up to that. I understand that much, but it can be done. It can be done through prop firms. It can be done with just your own account. But we got to take accountability. Where are you in your process? Are you? Is it like? Can you take a small account and just make $50 a week at least? That might be small, but if the small stuff, if you can do it on a small scale, you can start doing it on a large scale, depending on your nerves. You ain't gonna never get past the blowing accounts or not keeping your rules if you don't close out of the damn account after you're done putting the trade in. Otherwise, you're gonna be sitting there staring at this thing and then over trading. Trade one time a day. That's 5 trades in 1 week with 2R and sit and forget and practice doing this. I'm telling you, it's gonna work out. I do it and then I'll have a separate account on the side where I go crazy. But I'm gonna stop doing that on all of them. I'm finna just get disciplined on all of them because I see the potential in me leaving that truck behind. I see the potential in me being able to get 10K a day. We all can do it. It's not, but what's in our way is our emotions. Our emotions are in the way, and this is a best bet to avoid all emotions is to just set the trade and walk away. It sounds hard, and that's why you just go get you a smaller account and start doing it. Put $100 in your account and do it, or go get a 5K prop firm account that's $36 and do it. We have to start growing. We've been trading since the IML days. If we're not growing, if we can't just make $100 a month off of a trading account, something's wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm at the point where I'm at the point where I'm ready for growth out of just myself and the class. I mean the people in the class. You guys are quiet on here. I don't hear from y'all that much. Did y'all blow your account? Did you give up? What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, newcomers that come in, and they newcomers to the game because they barely know how to trade. And they telling me they finna go buy a 100K account and pass it and start making money off of it. That's not how trading goes. This is not easy. If you don't know how to maintain your emotions, then you're not gonna have enough discipline to trading. If you don't have a solid plan or this plan that I'm giving y'all and actually implement it, you might as well stop trading. There's no shortcuts to trading. If you don't have a solid game plan that works, buying a prop firm would be stupid. You just giving your money away for traders that know how to trade. And even in the case, prop firms are not easy to pass. I've blown many of prop firm accounts, even though I know how to trade. Because again, let's just say I have a whole bad week, which I ain't had a bad week in a long time. You know what I'm saying? I'm honored to that. But let's say the whole week I lost all 5 trades. That's 5%. That's 5%. But we ain't never had no week like that in 2 years. Have you noticed? I've had a winning week every year on the trades that we set up, the M5 setups. I've gotten so good with these M5 setups. That's why I said I got to take it to the next level. And y'all got to come with me. Y'all got to start talking, be more involved. It might not look like a lot, but we over here getting it done. Look at this. Let me show you something. That was invalid. It never broke the candle, so we don't enter. As simple as that. It never broke that candle, so we didn't enter. That M15 Euro JPY, that was the second one that we put in. That it broke the candle and flew right up there and hit TP. But see, with Forex pairs, I'm gonna put the stop loss below the zone and stuff like that. But I'm start putting the stop loss below the wick because they don't even go beyond it. I'm back testing it. Sometimes it don't go beyond it and below that wick. Sometimes it wick, whoop, fly up. Them the ones I want. When it goes below that wick, sometimes it'll go down there and then shoot back up. Oh well. I'm prepared longevity to take the trades that actually stick and go my way. That's why I back test all week. And then that second one we took last week, that one hit TP. So we had 2 EJ trades. One was, I forgot, what was this one? This one was on June 6th. This one was the June 5th. TP smash. It was off this demand. And look, it went below the wick. It broke it. Did it break the candle? That's the candle break right there. And that became the new rejection candle. So if we would have got in and put the stops below, we would have actually lost that. But I saw it prior. I'm like, oh, I just saw it. So I knew that after that liquidity grab, it's gonna shoot back up. Sometimes you can just re-enter, but we're gonna stop doing the re-entering joints too. And you see this trade hit TP, the NAS 100 setup we gave. We're winning trades. So that if you guys are catching these trades, you're winning. You know what I'm saying? You're winning trades. Yeah, it was a NAS demand, and then they end up hitting TP. We actually end up hitting beyond TP. Then this was before news. This end up wicking up there and then hitting TP and flying. So we had like this GU supply hit stop loss. This NAS demand never went down there. It became invalid. You know what I'm saying? We're winning trades. Even my long-term trades, if you're not paying attention, we caught this sell all the way down there. And then it pulled back up, but I'm waiting for it to push back. We caught this New Zealand JPY demand set up off the daily. We got in on the H4. It hit TP. You know what I mean? Man, I made so much money off this. Then we had the AU, that ended up hitting stop loss. But I've actually put that at break even. The odd New Zealand, actually you guys missed it again. Because I said something about odd New Zealand. Come over to the daily, we back in it again. It tapped into that demand. We're back in it. If you were paying attention, we're back in this odd, because I had these 2 setups for y'all. Either it's gonna come to this demand and we get in at the break of the candle, or it come down to this. We're in now. If you were paying attention, because I'm only gonna give you what I'm looking at. If you take it, you take it. We're in this odd New Zealand. You know how I am with odd New Zealand for the last 3-4 years. Come on now. And we also, I said something about USD. I didn't end up getting it. I actually got in on a little small account. We in this. I called it out. You got to go underneath there and do it yourself. If you want to be successful, you're going to go and do it. If you're going to take these long-term trades, it's a weekly. We're in it. I need to put stops at break even, but I'm waiting for it to break this high. If it don't break this, if it don't break this high and start coming down, I'm gonna put the stops at break even. When it break this high, I don't know. I just see it coming like we got areas to fill. It may be TP1 right there, you know, TP2 up here or something like that. And then I'm looking for it to come back up to all this slop. And it come to this slot because it made a supply. So we hitting trades on the M5. We smacking trades on the M5. Like we had this Ethereum trade that end up hitting TP. I just forgot to put the trade in. That was the NAS 100. That's that Bitcoin that I had. I think it hit TP. There's the GU. Look, we was in profit. NAS 100. Like we be hitting it on the long term, and we be hitting it on M5 setups. You don't understand what you got in front of you, and I got this for free for y'all. Y'all mean some of y'all paid the subscription for it and all that, but now I'm doing it for free because I don't feel like chasing people for money and all that. It's free. These trades make me money. Why is it not making you money? Why haven't in the last 1 or 2 years that you applied the stuff that I teach? You got the high probability course. All these is how I trade. I'm showing you what I'm doing in the morning time. But maybe because it's free, you're not paying attention. I'm giving you my setups and teaching you how I trade that's making me money. And you know, I understand, you know. I totally understand. But we, you know, everybody's on their own, you know, their own journey. I'm gonna get back on binary and those future setups, and I'm gonna get back on that. But I wanted to, you know, I wanted to share some light on that because you literally, if you are failing and you're not taking the trades, you're not taking the trade setups, being in the group is in vain for you. Apply what I'm teaching. Apply the setup. Take the setups. Put the work in. I'm not a signal provider that's going. I'm not that signal provider that's going to be like, I'm gonna give you the target. Well, this is what I'm not gonna do because this is gonna handicap you. Like this setup right here. So I'm gonna give you the setup first. I'm gonna tell you there's a supply right there. You can see that the market is going in a bearish position like that. This is the trend line liquidity. If it wicks that, I'm gonna tell you something like this. If it comes up, wicks this supply, take out the sell side, the buyers and whatever that's going on there, it's gonna drop. I'm gonna tell you something like that. It's up to you to actually wait for it to come up there and tap it, then wait for the next candle. So it tapped it, right? That's the next candle. The break of the candles right there. It's so simple. You're shorting once it breaks right there. Stop below there. The target could be down there. Look, yeah, you got wicked out, but if it didn't wick you out, well, actually, you didn't get wicked out. It went up first, then came down. So you would have killed this trade. This would have been your trade. I'm trying to get y'all to catch stuff like this. Everything is set up off of order blocks and fair value gaps and breaking structure. If you just go with the structure instead of trying to look for reversals all the time, like we used to do in IML, you'll be successful. Now, there's going to be days when there is a reversal. Those days, you're going to have to adjust. But you'll be able to take trades like this if you were paying attention. Even when I first started this thing, I wasn't as precise with it. I wasn't being as profitable with my trades. But I've had this thing opened up for 2 years. I've gotten better just giving y'all signals. Y'all should be growing with me. And if you're not, then y'all gotta get at me. Y'all gotta talk, communicate. Y'all should at least get to a point where you're paying your light bill with this. Something. If not, you're doing something wrong. We need to figure it out. It's accountability. But with that being said, hopefully I shared some good information for you guys. If you're not a part of the community and want to join, email me. I'll have my link in the description. And let's go. This is free. Trade. Everybody have put this stipulation on trading to be this thing that, oh, I need to pay for it. No, you don't. You don't have, I don't want y'all money. I make money in the market. Maybe one day when I get better and once I get my things better and my time starts getting short, maybe the ones that's on here right now, I'll keep it for free, but then I'll get to a point where new members are going to have to pay 40, 50 bucks. Maybe if you had a subscription, you'll pay more attention to what needs to be done. It's free, so you're not paying attention to it, but that day gonna come. I'm gonna reintroduce my chat out into YouTube and all that once I get to a point I'm making my good money and all that, and it's gonna be $40 to $50 subscription. But if you've been with me for the long since the beginning, you ain't gotta pay. You know who you are. But if you're new to this, once I start blowing this channel up like I need to, $50 subscription, and you'll get the trades. You see them. That's why I showed you that. I show it on here on YouTube. I show you we be hit, especially them long-term trades. We be hit. What? We be smacking them. That's the AU that we in right now. That if you were paying attention, that Chef JPY that we took. Look, stop loss at break even. It smacked TP so hard, it almost smacked me. There's the Chef JPY right there. Simple demand setup. Hit TP. And now we had New Zealand JPY that hit it, 3 days ago? Made some good money off this push, man. I'll be giving y'all some good trades. You gotta take them. You gotta pay attention. These must be hit. You gotta go through here. There go the Chef JPY right there off the daily demand. You know what I'm saying? That GBP Chef, we was in that. I put stop loss at break even and it took me out because it didn't break that high. It came back down. We took that. Chef, look, bruh, I'm telling you, what I was doing, I'll take $400 or $500, load up an account, flip it real quick, and then wait for a really beautiful trade, and then I'll be hitting these. I don't do these all the time. I don't make this kind of money all the time. But when I flip an account and then put a big lot size in, I'm making my money. That's why I say I've seen myself make some good money. Like when we took this trade, telling you, Chris had that. I'm gonna check in on Chris, see how Chris is doing. We be making our money. Yeah, that was beautiful. I remember that. Euro New Zealand. I'm actually still waiting on this. I'm waiting on that. I don't think that's gonna play out though. What we had, the Japanese yen, that didn't play out right away. That EJ ended up hitting stop loss. I remember that. Yeah, man, we be doing our thing. You gotta learn. I'm giving you the trades, but I also want you to learn how to trade this way. That way you could take these trades yourself. It's not hard and it's not easy, but you gotta apply yourself. That's all I'm saying. But other than that, I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.